Thank you. A century of history is taking center stage in Daphne tomorrow. The Baldwin County Black Education Museum is hosting a massive outdoor celebration to honor 100 years of Black history.
Well, the museum on Thomas Avenue in Daphne was once the Baldwin County Training School. Originally built as a two-room private school in 1889, I should say. It became the county's school for Black children in 1927.
Later, it served as the only Black high school in Baldwin County through 1950. The original building has been replaced by a single-story structure that today serves as a museum. Volunteers are hosting a celebration tomorrow on the grounds behind the William Carroll Elementary School, and they are hoping for a big crowd.
This is going to be a celebration for the community to commemorate the achievements not only of Baldwin County Training School and its alumni and descendants, but also celebrate the rich history of the African American community in Baldwin County.
Be something for the whole family, including a food truck, games, and an outdoor mural painting session. The event's going to be free, and it runs from 4 to 6 p.m. on Thomas Avenue.
It's generating a lot of conversation. Seeing a lot of flyers for that one, Shelby.
Looks very fun.
Yeah. In Mobile County, you've got the Mobile Museum of Art inviting you for a celebration of Black history tomorrow from 11 until 2 in the afternoon, featuring spoken poetry, cultural performances, interactive experiences, all highlighting Black creativity and storytelling. There's also an area set up where children can create their own crafts. Admission to the museum will be free. Information can be found on their website.
Spouses and children of long-serving law enforcement officers may soon be able to get scholarships through the state. Alabama's House of Representatives passing a bill that would establish that program by the end of the year. Alabama political correspondent Jessica Umbro has more on what the scholarship would be for and who would be eligible.
House Bill 98 sets up the Alabama Law Enforcement Officers Family Scholarship, and the bill's sponsor says it would help to fix law enforcement shortages across the state by adding this financial incentive. The scholarship includes up to $3,000 per academic period for up to 8 semesters. It's for all eligible dependents of qualifying law enforcement officers. Those are people who have at least 7 years of full-time employment in one agency or 12 years of experience across multiple agencies. The bill says the state would give $10 million annually from the Education Trust Fund to the scholarship. It's a reimbursement program, so participating higher education institutions would get the money back at the end of the academic period. Governor Ivey has already allocated $8 million for the scholarship in her proposed 2027 fiscal year budget. But others question if scholarships should also be given to other public servants and their families as well.
The rules have already been promulgated, so the rules are there, everything's in place. We just got to get this bill passed.
Do our firemen have the same type of scholarship? Because I know you've done your research. And do our teachers have the same type of scholarship to help their children?
If the bill passes the Senate and gets Governor Ivey's signature, the scholarship law would take effect October 1st. Jessica Umbro, Fox 10 News.
Well, February is Heart Month, and we focus on our heart health. It's something that we all have a connection to in some way.
Yeah, personal stories have the power to move us. So now we wanted to open up about our own heart health experiences, and this is something that's very near and dear to our hearts, pun intended there. And I love that you wear red every day of this month.
Every year for the month of February, and it's to have conversations, which is what we're going to get into now, because heart disease affects everyone. And your journey, you would have never known that you would have taken that road with Baker.
No, definitely not. But I did find out when I was going through the usual anatomy scan when you're pregnant, and in about 20 weeks, they scan your belly and they found a heart defect in Baker. It's called AV canal or AVSD. This is him out of the womb, obviously, but before heart surgery, getting a scan. And this is him during heart surgery. So about 6 months old, he had full-blown open heart surgery. And they repaired his heart. That's right after. Still sleeping.
Yeah.
This is, of course, how far we've come and how good he looks today.
It's the smile. And if you follow Shelby on social media and you've seen how Baker has progressed. He is a survivor in every shape of that word, and just such a happy boy.
Yes, I know, and it was very hard because even as an infant, 6 months old when he had it, he was so happy, and it's like you're handing over your baby. You know it's ultimately for good to repair a heart, but you're handing over a child to a team of doctors to essentially, sorry for the graphic, but cut him open. That is a hard reality
As a
to
mom,
face.
and you know, for you and Zach, when you were experiencing that, parents who are watching now, maybe they have this diagnosis. What advice would you give them?
I would just say that it sounds very hard. It sounds very scary, and it is, but it is something that thankfully our doctors today are so well equipped to handle and to do and to treat. And once you have that heart fixed, you can move on with things in life, and it just gets better from there. So it is scary, it is overwhelming, but to know that once you get on the other side, and you will, most kids do recover fine, and just think of that other side. You don't have to worry about it anymore.
Yeah. And so from heart conditions that you have no control over to the ones that you can have some say in, lifestyle. My journey with heart disease started when I lost my grandmother, and it gets me every time. I can never talk about this without getting choked up, because you never expected someone who gives so much to the community, but it is that level of stress that if you internalize it and then you combine that with not eating healthy, that has such an adverse effect on your heart. So during these conversations, this time of year, please be aware of hypertension and how easily it can just destroy your heart.
How do you think that her story, your grandmother's story, has changed everything that you do on a daily basis?
Well, you know, I totally changed my diet as a teenager, and I try to be mindful about my stress, and then I also share the information that I've learned along the way. And I would encourage everyone out there to get the information about your heart, know what your cholesterol numbers are, your blood pressure readings, because it can affect everyone, not just older people. People think, oh, I'm too young. That's not true. That's a myth.
Yes, I love that you have just taken this and you use this to educate others, something that you've gone through. It's very inspiring. Every month this year, February, we look to you to kind of lead us and remind us. And I like that you talk too about stress.
Yes.
Because that's such a huge role. It's not just diet and exercise. Your stress can also play such a huge role in on your heart.
So from Shelby and I, as we wrap up this Heart Health Month, know that there's support out there and that we live in a community with great resources. And I do want to talk about one of those resources today because, you know, Fox 10 teaming up with the local heart health facility to help people get those screenings that they need.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's check it out. It happened this morning. Many of you took advantage of it.
Here is Chelsea Sayason with the story.
It's been a great day to show your heart some love. Fox 10 and Infirmary Health have partnered together to offer free heart health screenings this morning. And I am at one of those locations, Pro Health in Mobile. We've been here all morning and we've had so many people come through and just get their blood pressure checked, but also their cholesterol levels checked as well. It's been a really great morning and we're so glad to offer that to our community. We've had 3 locations across the Gulf Coast, Pro Health in Mobile, as mentioned. I'm at one of them, and also in Fairhope and Bay Minette. And so we hope that you got to take advantage, but I'm sure another one of these will come up in the near future if you did not. We are with John McDeal. He is the fitness and wellness manager here at Pro Health. Thanks for having us today.
Yeah, thanks for coming out.
Yeah, it's been a great day. So let's talk about the fitness and wellness side of this. Pro Health is such a cool facility for someone who's never walked through the doors. What do you guys have to offer?
So yeah, we're open to the public with membership. We have swimming pools, indoor walking track, a weight room, treadmills, free weights, group classes, spinning, yoga.
Yeah, lots of different activities that you can take part in. Let's talk about the importance of the partnership between physical activity and wellness and heart health. Why is it so important for you guys to host an event like this?
So it's important. We do a lot of community outreach, and we realize that a lot of people in the community don't have access to screening. So we like to offer this screening so people are aware if they have high blood pressure or high cholesterol, they can do something about it.
Absolutely. And so that's what we've done this morning. John, thank you so much for having us. Yeah, thank you. It's been a really great day here at Pro Health. And if you'd like more information on the event that's happened today, you can find it on our website, fox10tv.com. But for now, I'm Chelsea Sayasan at Pro Health for Fox 10.
Welcome back. How about this? Grammy award-winning rap superstar taking center stage for Broadway this spring.
Okay, we're talking about Megan Thee Stallion. She's going to join Moulin Rouge, the musical, for an 8-week run beginning March 24th. Megan will take on the role of Zidler, the impresario of the famed Paris nightclub.
Yeah, she becomes the first woman to play that character on Broadway production's 7-year run. Producers say her stint will include a hint of her music woven into this pop-infused score.
She says she's excited to push herself creatively and embrace the world of theater. I could see this being a good role for her. When I first heard Broadway, I was like, huh?
Yeah.
But Moulin Rouge, that kind of checks out. I mean, you had Christina Aguilera and all those girls, Lil' Kim and all that, doing their rendition.
Mm-hmm. She's already acting, right? She's had some movies that she's been in. And so I feel like this is the next space for her to enter. It is different, though, Broadway. I think it's more like her concerts, right? Because you have that close-up interaction with fans. We'll see how she does with Moulin Rouge.
Go, girl. All right, the Actor Award streams Sunday night on Netflix, and that's the new name for what used to be called the Screen Actors Guild Awards. One Battle After Another has 7 nominations. Sinners has 5. Another notable nominee is Ariana Grande, and she's up for a trophy for her role in Wicked for Good. Adam Brody is in the running for the Netflix comedy Nobody Wants This. That's a good one. Have you seen that one?
I haven't.
So his co-star Kristen Bell is in that. She's not in the running for this award, but she is hosting the Actor Awards.
Okay.
When you go into Netflix and you turn it on, that's like their advertisement is this with her picture.
Really?
Kristen Bell. Yep.
And I was just on Netflix today. I think she's also the one that they're like doing all these commercials for, trying to let people know that they've changed the name of it.
Yes.
Okay.
She does like a phone call to all the.
Yeah, so that is Kristen Bell?
Yes.
Okay, all right. I get her confused with, what's the other girl's name that was in, Anna, is it Anna Hendricks? Is it? Is that
Anna
her?
Kendrick?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyhow.
They're petite white women.
That created, Shelby, a show that created a lot of new hockey fans is coming back.
David Daniel has that and more in today's Hollywood Minute.
He's like a huge movie star.
Are there any gay hockey players?
None that have said it publicly.
The creator of Heated Rivalry says season 2 of the romantic hockey drama will arrive as soon as humanly possible. Jacob Tierney told Gayle King, "We're writing it now and getting ready to start shooting this summer, with an expected premiere in April 2027 on Canadian streamer Crave and HBO Max."
I was hired by Barnaby and Sally to complete the unfinished Christophers.
And what makes you think that you could do it?
I guess that's where the art of it comes in.
Oh, pooh.
Michaela Cole and Ian McKellen star in director Steven Soderbergh's The Christophers, about an art restorer and former forger assigned to complete 8 paintings by a legendary artist without his knowledge. This is the first trailer for the film, which opens in New York and LA April 10th and in wide release April 17th. In Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
Okay, up next, we're going to dive into the stories we're working on for your most local news at 5.
And we're also going to have this story.
It's a crime where someone is stealing the numbers from your card specifically to then defraud you.
Yeah, we're exposing the crime of card skimming. You've heard about it and explaining how you can protect your accounts and credit when Fox News at 4.
Let's get you caught up on the stories we're working on for your most local news at 5. First, Mobile County DA blasting a judge presiding over a murder trial this week. What the DA and the defense attorney in the case had to say.
And then BC Rain High School students taking their Black History Month celebration out of the classroom. We're going to show you the learning moment teachers and students say was priceless. And then a new bill lays out guidelines for boating patrols by law enforcement. We're going to break down the details and have those stories and more in less than 30 minutes from now, coming up on Fox News at 5. Thank you, Jason. Well, FedEx makes a pledge that could help some consumers and shippers hit with extra cost on tariff-charged goods. FedEx says it will return any tariff cost charged to customers if the Trump administration rebates the levied charges to the company. The promise comes days after FedEx filed a lawsuit against the U.S. government. The company is demanding the Trump administration offer refunds of all payments made under some tariff policies that the Supreme Court ruled illegal last week. FedEx says it's taking necessary action to protect the company's rights as an importer. It's not known when refunds could come because the matter is likely to end up in courts for years, and that's according to legal experts. We've got news for your health now. The U.S. has surpassed 1,100 measles cases in just the first 2 months of this year. According to data published today from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, there were 1,136 cases of measles as of February 26th. That's 6 times higher than what's typical for an entire year. The CDC says more than 80% of cases are among children and teens. About 96% are in people who are not vaccinated or not fully vaccinated. Health experts warn the country is on track for another record-breaking year. Out of every 1,000 children infected, up to 3 could die. Last year, 3 unvaccinated people did die from measles. The Alabama Public Health Department is educating providers and healthcare facilities on the symptoms to look for, as well as reminding the community on who is most at risk.
So that's usually going to be groups that aren't vaccinated or cannot be vaccinated. So children under the age of 5. Vaccine starts at 1 year to 15 months, with the second dose being around age 5. So they're not completely vaccinated. Pregnant women, they can't, their immune system is lower due to the pregnancy. Those with weakened immune system, so someone who has an autoimmune disease, cancer, anything like that, are also going to have high risk for severe complications.
Well, doctors stress the measles vaccine is safe, effective, and the best protection against the disease, which was declared eliminated in the U.S. in 2000. Absolutely, Lanice. All right now, it's not an official diagnosis. Social media use disorder is not classified as a mental condition like gambling or substance use disorders, but experts say more evidence is mounting about the impact social media has on the mental health of children and teens. In today's Health Minute, Mandy Gaither has ways parents can help create a healthy digital balance.
It's not all bad. Social media can help children and teens create connections and be creative. But since their brains are still developing, it also comes with some risk,
including exposure to racist and sexist content, unrealistic beauty standards, disinformation, and cyberbullying.
Tamar Mendelson with the Johns Hopkins Bloomberg School of Public Health says parents can help create a healthy digital balance for young social media users by filling their time with in-person activities. That includes phone-free meals with family when possible, healthy bedtimes, and after-school clubs or sports.
Encouraging or requiring in-person activities can be more effective than simply banning social media because it offers concrete and hopefully enjoyable alternatives.
Next, Mendelson says to choose quality over quantity. She says because everyone is different, it's not possible to set a blanket time deemed safe to spend on social media. Instead, encourage positive online spaces that affirm their identity and expand their social circle.
This can be especially useful for young people with marginalized identities, including LGBTQ+ youth and youth with disabilities.
Finally, be aware of concerning behavior, including increasing amounts of time spent on social media sites if it's interfering with daily tasks or it's difficult to get them off these sites. Mendelson says persistent preoccupation with social media is also a problem.
Those are red flags that parents and educators should pay attention to.
For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
Gotta catch 'em all. Pokemon is turning 30, and we're looking at the massive global impact this franchise has had. I didn't know this, but I'm actually older than Pokemon. It's celebrating its 30th anniversary.
Time flies. The global phenomenon started with 2 Game Boy titles released in Japan. Pocket Monsters Red and Green, shortened to Pokemon in Japanese, spawning what's now considered the world's highest grossing media franchise.
The coveted characters appear on a popular anime series, trading cards, and years later on a mobile app called Pokemon Go. You remember that? Creating a whole new generation of Pokemon fans. More than 75 billion Pokemon cards have been produced over the years and are traded in a highly lucrative market.
Oh yeah, earlier this month a single card was sold for more than $16 million. You gotta catch them all. Who's your favorite?
Why'd you have to ask me this? Pokemon.
Most people say Pikachu.
Pikachu, yeah.
Okay.
That guy. That's
I
what
like
I was thinking.
Jigglypuff.
Jigglypuff.
It's just the song.
And then what's the guy that chases him?
Dash, Nash,
Yeah.
Ash.
Him.
Community, connection, and competition on wheels. We're moving on. We're going inside a soccer tournament. See how a team is honoring their late founder's dream and why the players say this sport, no one ever says no.
Won't regret choosing us.
It's fast, it's physical, and it's full of heart. Power soccer is the first competitive team sport designed specifically for power wheelchair users.
Nikki Karopi introduces you to a team in Oregon, proving soccer is more than a game.
Give us a go Renegades.
Community, connection, and competition. The Rose City Renegades from Adaptive Sports Northwest are the only competitive wheelchair soccer team in Oregon.
We hit the ball very hard and try really hard not to get hit by other players, but it happens a lot. I don't stop running for 40 minutes straight.
Teams rolled into the Beaverton Hoop YMCA from California and Western Canada in their Strike Force cheers. To battle it out for the first ever power soccer tournament ever hosted in the Beaver State.
There's 48 teams this year, but each team only has 5 to 7 players, so you know, it's a pretty small community, so you get to know everyone in the league.
This tourney honored the Renegades' late founder, Ryan Keneally, a visionary in accessibility and inclusion.
Coach Ryan Keneally, this was his big dream, right? He came 2016, tried to start power soccer program. The dream was to get to nationals, which we've done twice and taken 4th in the country, which is amazing. This year we're ranked #1, which is awesome. And we just fulfilled his dream with the first ever home tournament. It just makes us so proud.
The Keneally Cup shines in the legacy of their coach who passed away last winter.
Ryan's actually the reason I got started with playing power soccer. He introduced me to the sport when I was like 8. What happened? My hand slipped a little bit.
It's fine.
Ren Grabham is a Grant High grad. Her new coach and teammate, Enoch Stallcup, went to Estacada.
They can bounce the ball off you out of bounds and just keep moving forward. We have kids on our team from 12 all the way to 40.
We wanted to come and pay our respects, and plus we love the Renegades. They're like family to us.
Josh Berger is a star with 33,000 followers on Instagram for the Chico Gophers.
The theme of this sport is independence.
1, 2, 3, go for it! All right!
We never say no, or we try not to say no. We got players that drive with their chin, drive with their foot, the joystick is down there, they drive with their big toe. Everybody can play, as long as you can track the chair safely and that you're able to play.
Our Shelby Myers was there.
All right, Shelby, these are the kind of lessons that will stick with these students.
Yeah, they really are, Lanice and Cameron, getting out of the classroom, feet to pavement, and marching like so many did before them. A learning moment teachers and students say is priceless.
No trespass! No beef! No trespass! No beef!
With handmade signs and chants echoing down Dolphin Island Parkway. Hundreds of BC Rain High School students marched the half-mile to Gilliard Elementary School and back.
Today we're here to honor the life and legacy of those who paved the way and laid the foundation for not only African American people, but for the entire country and the world.
Former BC Rain student and FBLA president Jordan Guyton spearheaded this march in 2024. He was back today, arm in arm with current students.
I want them to know that this marks a new beginning and a new era for young people. And not all young people are in jail, incarcerated, are doing horrible things in life, but there are young people such as BC Rain who are striving for excellence daily, and they're going to continue the legacy of those who paved the way and laid the foundation, not only for me and not only for people that look like me, but people in the world on today.
The day started with more than just a march. Dr. Kendall Ford, director of bands at BC Rain, says they incorporate the band, choir, dancing, and student speakers to tell the story of how African roots have evolved to now. The day also highlighted local African American leaders in the Mobile County community and the impact of the Clotilda, the last known slave ship to arrive in America, which was recently discovered right here on the Gulf Coast.
It's still shocking to hear when we tell the story about the Clotilda in an educational standpoint for the students. They're just shocked that it's happened right here in their backyard. But again, we just remind them, history is not that far removed, and I've done my part, in my lifetime now. Is what are you guys going to do, especially our seniors? You get to graduate in a few months, so what are you guys going to do next after you walk across the stage?
And the school principal says she aims to do this march every year. Mobile police officers did help direct traffic to keep the students safe on their march. In the studio tonight, Shelby Myers, Fox 10 News.